on. This is a viewer deck submission for Serra the Benevolent. Creatures you control flying get 1/1 if you plus her. Her emblem is one that basically gives us a worship effect for the magic boomers that remember that enchantment. And the -3 gives us a 4/4 angel token with flying and vigilance. So we've got a bunch of cheap flying creatures and some interaction, and then Serra is kind of an anthem / top end. So I'm interested to see if this card and this deck is able to consistently be aggressive enough to get under the other things in the Brawl format, or if we're just going to feel a little bit too mopey. An on-demand anthem is a pretty powerful effect. I'm also kind of curious to see what power level bracket we end up in for Brawl with this deck, because we are playing a monocolored deck, but it is also a Planeswalker, which tends to put us in a higher bracket. They're playing Niv Mizzet Perun, which is a control deck, so definitely got a mulligan in hand with no aggression in it. This hand is fine, not amazing, but fine. We get to go 2, 3, 4. Should we play Settle in our deck? Big maybe. Big maybe. Thanks for the follow, Maxstar. I would like to say chat did behave for like the entirety of both cubes until a card like Settle the Wreckage that they just can't wrap their basic probability around came up. Ooh, Skyblade could be a playable Magic card. I don't hate that idea. This thing mutates to put a bunch of creatures from the graveyard onto the battlefield. They nearly made it like half a Magic segment. We're gonna be doing a little bit longer Magic stuff today and tomorrow, since Cube's still up. Thanks for the 17 months, Panda. Welcome back. I'm planning to play this deck for about an hour or so, and then we're also going to play, what's the word? We're also gonna play a historic deck today. Or 4 gets to attack me if it wants. Is this card good? I think I'm gonna cut this card. We actually don't. I guess you can kind of control what you put it on. We don't have that many things with that high of mana cost in this deck, though. Yeah, there's a ton of overlap between people being good at poker and people being good at Magic. It's basically not optional to have a strong probability and statistics background to be good at poker consistently. And those skills very directly translate to this game. I used to pay a good portion of my rent during undergrad playing cash poker games. Poker's just a very boring game to play well. So when I had other options to make money, I transitioned to those. Fold. Yep. Yep. Put a variety of things up to 4/4 here. There's a bunch of the old school WotC pros are current or former poker players. Ephro, Ben Stark, Dave Williams. I don't know anything about getting suspended or cheating, but they're all people that used to play poker and then also did magic stuff. Okay, so you're dead? Question mark? Okay. Oh yeah, Nassif was a former poker player as well. Accurate. Yeah, that's true. Poker's less Magic's less profitable than poker, but there's definitely more fish, less sharks in a Magic pool. I think I'm gonna keep this. I would also be I would not be shocked in the slightest to hear that a bunch of former poker players are big into NFTs now. That would not shock me in the slightest. Why is that? I think it requires a specific type of mindset to want to do something like, what's the best way to put it? If you're if you're smart enough to play poker successfully as a job, you are also definitely smart enough to make money doing a myriad of other things. And it takes a particular type of mindset of person to choose to make money at poker as opposed to the other things they could be successful doing. I think would be the most eloquent way to phrase what I'm trying to phrase. So you can like come down and shoot something, it puts dragons in hand. Or they can do both now, that's rude.
Those who call me son. My friends will be here soon.
They made their dragons cheaper.
Worship the masters of the sky.
Yeah, poker is zero sum, but poker compared to crypto is a little bit more upfront about the fact that this is gambling, if that makes sense. You decline, it deals 5 damage to you. I think I just take 5. It's a shame this doesn't give flying for a full turn cycle. Can't quite attack these into here, so I guess we're just passing. Oh, they can just start activating this.
There is no better ally than a dragon.
They just get to lag plus and make a bunch of 6/6s now. If I attack with this, they double block, and then I trade my 5/5 for their 5/5, which is not something I particularly want to do. Hey, Elrond, thanks for the Prime. There's a ton of great people out there that you can support everyone through that. Thanks for sending it this way this month and keeping me around. Okay.
Society should be structured so everything. Now is the time to strike.
My strength has burned out.
Okay, so this is a 6/6 still, which lets it brawl with the things on the board, so that's nice. To get your timeout count more text, you gotta click on your own name. It says 43, looks like. So if I block here, they Hellkite to finish this, but that's fine. It takes their whole turn. And it keeps my Planeswalkers alive. So I think this exchange is good for me.
My sand will protect you.
Basri's ultimate is like pretty decent. Not gonna live to get there, unfortunately.
I trust in your ability.
This 8/8 is pretty chunky. That's because I already gave you your sword back more text. We can fix that. Probably not going to get any value off this Mana Tithe, Sedge. I'm going to Mana Tithe this because it cuts them off of Hellkiting this turn. I guess they can attack with Dragonkin Berserker and then boost it if they wanted. Huh? Okay, pump up the friends.
I will go
And Jim.
advance.
This feels like Magic as Richard Garfield intended it to be played, huh? Mono white angels versus mono red dragons. Just duking it out. Big giant flying monsters attacking and blocking. There's even a Shivan dragon involved. This is like Serra Angel if you squint, right? just squint it a little bit. Nice. Actually, I didn't think we were gonna win that game. Basri really pulled it out, giving our angels indestructible to let them do attack through. We're definitely behind on board for a little bit, and that Planeswalker helped a lot. Is everybody freaking out this morning, by the way? I know I took last week off, so I appreciate everybody coming on back. We're jamming some more Magic the Gathering. Me live Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday this week. Gonna take Wednesday up. We'll be back to doing some Constructed Daily again. We had a couple of cubes to start today. We're gonna do a couple of cubes tomorrow, but we're also gonna do some regular historic after this deck. And we're gonna be back to doing at least one historic deck every single day. I imported like 24 different historic decks that all seemed varying degrees of reasonable last night, so we're gonna let chat vote between 4 different decks for what we played today once we get towards the end of this session. And thanks for the Prime Blue Vader. As an FYI, if your Discord does fall off and I'm having a couple of days off from streaming, you can drop the Prime off when I'm not live too. So make sure you don't fall out of there. So that's first strike rate. Rude. Caca! This card's really good. Makes their board grow big and tall. See if they have a flying creature to put stuff on. This commander was very good when we played it. No, thank you for taking time to drop off the Prime Blue Vader. Folks like you are the reason I'm able to be here. It's 2 poison counters per turn. What are we doing here? Yeah, talk about boomer magic. I think it's Icing Death. This can kill our stuff eventually, but it's like infinite mana in-game actions to do so. Okay, we're gonna do a vote. Flagship. Flagship deals 3 a turn. They get to crew it up here and then give it haste with the Elena and run us down. I feel like Infect getting pushed out of relevance is like the beginning of my end of love for Modern. In fact, Infect is such a good example of what I think a healthy creature combo deck looks like. A healthy combo deck looks like in Magic formats. It's a deck that cares about discard spells, counter spells, removal spells. Just a lot of good, clean ways to interact with it. You could block it a lot of the time if the Blighted Agent wasn't involved. Messiah, thanks for the quarter of a year. Folking, thanks for the 7 months. And Topher, thanks for the 33. Right target, tap creature, you get a life for every creature you control flying. Deal. Cube Draft is red. Historic is fine. I like watching Magic, so here, take my prime. That's good. Rhyme time sign. Isn't Hammer Time similar to Infect in terms of combat and interaction points? So the incredible amounts of value that what's it called generates, the silly land in that deck, I think makes the deck play on a very different dynamic / axis than traditional Infect did. Urza's Saga, is that what it's called? Urza's Saga is a lot more powerful than Inkmoth was. In terms of, like, your lands providing utility in those archetypes. Everything, like, draws a million cards and generates card advantage post-Fire Design, it feels like. If you'd like to watch me play God of War, you should check out the playlist on my YouTube channel. We actually played God of War on my PS5 about a year ago. If you want to watch my reactions to that game, it was an excellent title. It just released for PC, but that game was out for PlayStation long ago. It was that long ago. Yeah. I went to look up my playlist. I wanted to tweet my playlist of it since people were talking about the game again. And yeah, it was like we started at the end of January and finished it mid-February last year. Almost exactly a year ago. Yes, we are playing best of one because Brawl is only best of one. Zuza gonna offset some of the Redain here. Yeah, no problem, Moonpie. Thanks for checking out the archive. It's an excellent game. I think God of War, and this is true for a few different games, but God of War is definitely one of those games I think hits different as a parent versus not. There's a reason why that game is often referred to as Dad of Boy. Oh, it gives them trample. Yikes. I think I'm still supposed to block there, but I definitely didn't realize Serra was gonna die still. I believe all parents should teach their children not to murder demigods. Strong life lessons. It's a disenchant plus, hey, look, a distraction, right? They gained one off of it. They probably just don't have anything else to do with their mana. That play also unlocked the city's blessing for them, so they're probably gonna start drawing with Arc if they don't have other plays here. Oh, or they're just picking it back up.
Has befuddled my brain.
Flying is cheating, chat. Sorry, flying's not cheating. Reach is cheating. That's heckin' rude. All right, one Valorous Stance off the top, please. No, only planeswalkers and legendary cards can be commanders. It's kind of chill here. That's why I'm slipping away from us. Yeah, I think if I were to take a keyword away from Gargoth, it's probably Vigilance. How'd the second cube go? We conceded the last match to a control deck because I was bored. We won the other two. They live because they get to gain 3 here. Yeah, we're just very dead on the backswing. Oh, I could use the book on an angel. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Then we sit there and stall. Tap an untapped creature you control, venture into the dungeon. My body is ready to venture. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. In my brain, Book of Exalted Deeds only worked with Faceless Haven. People talking about making plays with that card that just like wasn't even an option. Card had this many modes. We put Harrow on a creature. Look at that. It's a nice draw. Is this? It's only a 5/5. lifelink guy. Makes it tough to race, though. We have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, maybe I should have attacked with that. We actually have 18 with Rally the Wings next turn. If I'd hit them with this, we would have killed them here. That was a mistake on my part. I didn't count ahead of time. Okay. It's a Chupacabra. Chupacabra! Trade 2 1/1s for your 2/2 and your 1/1. I guess killing those gives them things to bring back with this. I am painfully aware of what Restoration Angel can and cannot blink. Cast this card a couple of times. Couple 2, 3. Weird. Paladin class ain't bad. Do we... I think I make another 4/4 here. So that way, when this pooper brings back the... This pooper is going to bring back Chupacabra next turn, which will kill one of these, but then we can level Paladin class, which will let this attack as a 5/5 double striker for lethal. There's no flyers in here, right? Nope. Mutating this onto the squirrel is pretty good though. Oh, they get lifelink. Huh? Actually won't have lethal because of the lifelink. And the Chupacabra. Phyrexian Tower is a messed up magic card, chat. It's very, very good. Oh wait, I have the Spirit as a 2/2. Does that let me do it? That might let me do it. So that means this is gonna attack for 12, 14. Oh my god, are we one short? I think we're one short, right? Remember that time I skipped attacking for one, chat? Well, I don't know that I didn't miss it. I chose not to do it because I didn't count ahead of time. But yeah, they'd have died there if we'd hit them that turn. All right, make or break turn. Someone said the game is over one way or another here. Need to draw infinite cards. There's a good chance they find a way out of this. This is a Tuski under here. Silly lifelink. Why you so cheaty, silly lifelink? Yeah, can you even put it? A little bit too much value at the end there for us. It's definitely felt like our deck has had a little bit of a hard time successfully getting under. Were they still dead to rally? They were at, what were they at? I'm going to go back and check the tape. Were they at 8? Okay. Yeah, maybe we did then. Yeah, definitely. Playing lower powered Planeswalker commanders in Brawl has felt consistently pretty bad. Because it like, the fact that our mono-color deck keeps getting paired up into all these 3-color decks has been not great. They just have so many good tools. Yeah, like Yarok's one of the better decks in the format. Maybe I should offer this trade here. They probably don't take it. Might be a free point. I mean, with this deck, Serra's kind of the point. The whole deck is built around having her flying payoff be the thing that you're doing. Yeah, I think they need to consider the walkers individually instead of just like all planeswalkers go higher bracket. It'd definitely be a good thing for the format. Right, our friends are all grown up. Well, alrighty then. Alright, we're gonna keep playing Brawl for a little bit, but I think we're gonna put up deck voting now for 10 minutes so people have a chance to come in and out. What 4 decks do I want to put up for voting? All the ones with stars are options, chat. Now remember, chat, you'll never become a shillionaire if you spend all your shillings on these avocado votes. All right, blue-white affinity, Esper, Gyruda, Grixis Pack, and Jeskai Mutate turns. You have 10 minutes to cast your votes. You can vote extra with channel points and bits as always. The winner will be picked in 10 minutes. Giant Unite patches should mean balance, right? I'm hoping so, Socio. Yeah, so I saw someone post that we're supposed to have like a 9-hour downtime window for Unite, so hopefully it means big changes are coming. This looks fine. Go tapped land, into Valkyrie, into healer, into Serra. Grixis has 77% of the vote. 78% of the vote. I mean, chat wants what it wants, okay? Who am I to dictate or judge, chat? Yeah, we're gonna play card for card the Grixis Pact list that made a deep run in the Ugly in the Open. Oh, the Gyruda list. Yeah, that was also the one from the Open. Esper Gyruda up to 16%. Don't call it a comeback. Lead on Redain. Try and slow them down a little bit. She is one-sided, so she'll still be able to play Serra next turn. Delpha Guru, thanks for the 10 months. Welcome back. Yes, the Esper Gyruda deck is the Gyruda combo deck, shit. I like combo mills, people. Sometimes the people at combo mills include itself. What a powerful commander. Pay 6 mana, cast it, mill 4 cards, concede the game. I must say, while there's definitely a number of good games in Brawl, there's a lot of games like that too, where like someone's show and tell project just kind of fails, and the match is like over in 3 minutes. They're just kind of like. It was great. It was great TV, Rhino. It was great. It was great television. I live shield check to shield check. I think Balwin's gotta die. They're pretty scary. Not quite Archdruid, but like Archdruid adjacent. The classic Land War Elves on one, Elvish Archdruid and Malwyn in your 100-card singleton deck. Must be nice. Well, let's make some friends and see if we can race in the air here. We'll do this and get in for 4 onto 17. And then we have 12 in play at the moment. This gets us to 16 next turn, so still a little short. We draw untapped land. Intrepid Adversary gives us lethal. Grixis maintaining a solid 69% of the vote. Nice. Looks like that'll be the deck we're playing for regular Historic after this. Oh, this is lethal because this is a historic spell. That's a good catch. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Missed the onboard trick with Constructed Staple Serra Disciple, chat. I apologize for my lack of familiarity with the Serra Disciple. I do in fact believe people are trying to keep Grixis at exactly 69% at this point. God bless them. I think we mulligan this, not particularly aggressive to start. This is actually probably absurd against Amara. Not only is their deck white, and this is protection from white, but they're going to be going wide, right? In what is probably the most deciding deck choice win here. 68% of the votes for Grixis pack. Someone had to sour it. Monsters. We'll play some Grixis packs here in Historic. Up next, Pixie. Thanks for the 26 months. Welcome back. Cutting Tutor seems reasonable. Nice. Playing Feed the Swarm sounds a little bit knee-jerky. What's going on, Bear Senior? Years of your dad jokes have not gone to waste on me. Thanks for the tier 2, and thanks for the 46 months. Welcome back. You want to tax me? I'll tax you. We'll tax each other to death, chat. Your premiums. They're non-token creatures you control get 1/1 and have vigilance. Now there's a card that's like cheating shit. Look at her watching. Okay, their friends are getting bigger. You have gained 6, as is your rate. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So not quite lethal if I plus. I guess I technically missed gaining a life here with Veteran. Okay, your board is indestructible, but you also have to pay 1 for every attacking creature, so... We'll make this fly. We'll plus Serra. We'll smashy smash. The Archon was a little rude there against their tokens deck. Quite the prison scenario. All right, let's play one more with this, and then we'll slide along to some regular historic. Might need to give the client a restart here real quick too. It's a little laggy, chat. Been leaking some memory hereabouts. Real Magic Arena pros know to restart their client. Ain't that the truth? I don't think there was a patch on Thursday. Deck the halls with balls of Ebon Legion. Fa la 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 la. Just keep the board clean for when we drop our Benevolent. We'll cycle this. Step at the end of their turn. So, that's pretty good. Are you ready to plow, chat? I think I'm ready to plow. Maybe we Serra first. Maybe I'm not quite ready to plow. You ready? We'll be ready to plow next turn. We'll suspend plowing for one turn. Could stance +4. Oh, that is true. This does die to stance as well, doesn't it? Now I think we want to plow the 1 attack thing. And then stance the 4/4, right? Although I guess stancing this means it comes back. So maybe I would rather plow that one. All right, I've been talked into plowing Edgar. Neon Dynasty Championship is 8 rounds of Historic and 7 rounds of Alchemy. Absolutely no one who's been paying a modicum of attention is surprised by that decision, chat. Actual no one. And for what it's worth, people will want to talk about how Alchemy killed Standard and Alchemy is the reason Standard's not there anymore. Chat, I'm old enough to remember the Star City Games Open Series replacing all of their Standard events with Modern and Legacy tournaments because no one wanted to play fucking Standard back then either. Standard was only ever the constructed format of choice to start on Arena because it was the easiest, quickest option to get the platform up and running with. Nobody's liked Standard for a really long time. Standard, in fact, and I've talked about this before too, Standard, in my opinion, has been failing at what it's supposed to do for a long time. And if you say, Jeff, well, what does that mean? Standard is supposed to have been the format that changes frequently as more cards released, and we've seen this over the last couple of years that not only have Standard formats not been fun, but they've been repetitive, right? Like, the same cards dominate for years at a time, it's like the format fundamentally wasn't doing what it was supposed to be doing, which is being a format that has churn. It turns over and has the just, you know, it's different from set to set, month to month. It was failing at doing that. And Alchemy with regular balancing could be that. Now, it does remain to be seen if they're going to appropriately and properly balance Alchemy consistently. In my opinion, the Alchemy rebalance coming on January 27th is too slow for my taste. I would like to see monthly updates, not every 6 weeks. That being said, it's their first update. There was the holidays that pushed things back, so I'm going to cut a lot of slack for this first round of updates, but I hope moving forward we see updates every 3 to 4 weeks, not every 5 to 6 weeks like this first one. So they're still new, they're still learning, but that would be, I think, would be an ideal goal to approach it from.